Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for waiting for one more speech. Thank you, Congressman, for your leadership and your friendship and your support. Congressman McGovern, by the way, I have been with you in how many different political occasions? Your father never applauds for you. Have you noticed that? He's a long story. Is it a long story? He pays very, very close attention, but it's like, okay, well, it was fine. I've seen better. I have, as governor, the very best lieutenant governor any governor could have in Florida. And by the way, just so you know, I don't save that observation for when I'm in his backyard. That is a point I make, and I make enthusiastically and sincerely all over the Commonwealth. This is a really great partnership, a terrific partnership. And I thank you for your service. I want to acknowledge all the elected officials here for your service and for being here. I want to acknowledge our chairman of the Democratic State Party, John Walsh, for your leadership and your family. And I want to thank everybody for being here. We have come to the end at last of a long, rich, and historic primary season. And people worked hard. Whoever your candidate was, you worked hard. I will tell you as an Obama supporter that the Clinton supporters outworked us right here in Worcester County. You worked hard, and you invested a lot of time and money and heart in the candidate that you selected. And at the end of the primary season, I know that some of you came to that point with honest grievances. Just as I celebrated the outcome, there were others who were feeling a little disappointed with the outcome. I know that. And here we are at the end of the primary season, and all I want to do is remind you, nothing ended with the end of the primary season. See, the war in Iraq didn't end with the end of the primary season. Sexism didn't end with the end of the primary season. Racism didn't end with the end of the primary season. Poverty, a lack of adequate health care, a lack of adequate housing, none of that ended because the primary season ended. And none of it will unless we come together. We've got a moment in time. People look at these polls and they look at the favorability ratings of the Bush administration and they say, this is a cakewalk. Everybody has figured out what we knew, which is that George Bush has been a disaster for this country. But I'm telling you, and I said it in the context of my own campaign, and I believe it as much now as ever, Democrats won't win because of discontent with Republicans. We've got to bring our own positive, affirmative vision. And we've got to demonstrate that we can unite around that vision. Because that vision, as big as our hopes are, our challenges are every bit as big too. And so our hopes and our plans have got to be as big as those challenges. And those hopes and plans will require service and sacrifice. It is not going to be easy. But we cannot do it unless we unite around that vision. And the person who's bringing that vision is Barack Obama. So I just want to add to the instruction, if I may call it that the Congressman gave you. Sign up for something. And do more. Get 6 more people and sign them up. Make it personal. Make it your campaign. Make it about your own and your neighbors and your neighborhood's future. Because there is common cause out there among people who may not agree on every policy choice or every policy position with you or the candidate, but who know that if we unite even across those small differences and affirm democratic principles of community, of equality, opportunity, and fair play, that we might just seize this opportunity to rescue this nation and pull it back from the brink of disaster that this current administration has brought it to. And more than that, affirm the possibility of the American story for another generation to come. That's the work we have to do. Let's go do that. Thank you for having me.